Good morning. It is the early pre-dawn hours here. Let's light up this storm lantern here. And we really need to take stock of what we've got, because there's a bunch of things that we do not need to be carrying around. Like, that is too many sticks. There's no way around it. That is too many sticks. This is too many cans. So drop. We're pretty okay on the food, but I am going to drop... Oh, this coffee. That's fine. Drop all. We'll drop a little bit of this delicious Stacy's grape here on the ground. And I think we will go ahead and drop this granola bar too. It's not the greatest granola bar. I don't know that I want to bring it back with me. Okay. Much better. We're getting back under that weight limit, which is another reason I'm glad we did not go with that really nice sweater that we found last episode. We just don't need it. We'll drop one accelerant as well. So, sticks, I guess, can stay on the ground. Coffee's back there. A little bit of Stacy's grape. We have so much fuel there that we can just run this thing almost as much as we want to, and it's not a problem. I guess the way that we drop those, the cans and the candy bar, are just gonna stick on the floor unless I want to move a bunch of sticks. We could do that, but that's the kind of lazy that's going on right now. Okay, so we're doing pretty good on nutrition. We are kind of thirsty, so let's go ahead and just drink some more. Down to 46.46 kilograms of water, just under half a liter. We are perfectly fine with that. As long as we have at least one can and can start a fire, that is not a problem. Okay. About the only thing I feel like that we don't actually need are the metal here, but we can take it with us to the hydro dam. We also need to go find that supply cache, which is not far from here, and it is almost dawn, so this is a great time to put this out and go look for it. I do hear that the weather has decided to be vigorous with us. That's okay. It would be nice to heat up some coffee and stuff on the way out, but obviously it's not that easy. We don't have a way to take care of it in here. I am going to go ahead and get our flare gun out. Woe unto us if we actually come across the bear and all we have is a flare gun, I suppose, but... Okay. The Forest Talker supply cache. I think is probably off in that direction. Nope. More like that direction. You think it's probably in that little nook right back there? I do. Let's go see if we can find it. If not, it's up on the hill, which we'll have to find a way to get up onto the hill. We'll run a little bit while we... Ah, I see it. Right there. Life is good. What do you have?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Hey, a new firearm cleaning kit. A new MRE. Okay, we've got these decent ski gloves. We've encountered them several times. We've discarded them every time in favor of our gauntlets. And I will show you why. We have our gauntlets here. It's at 98%, so they're, you know, reasonably comparable. Double the heat. Double the weight, but I mean double the heat. Double the wind protection. Double the armor. Yes, double the move penalty, but the gauntlets are so good. I would consider a few other things in exchange for it, but not many. I still really want to see what the wool mittens looked like, because wool has such a great heat ratio that I would probably be willing to accept that. Alright, so Hydro Dam is next. Let's come in here and put these gloves away real quick while we're here. And then we'll have to find a way out of here that covers us from any wolves that may be lurking out there. One of the things I'm starting to really enjoy about this game are creating these little caches of supplies. Even though I probably won't ever need them, I'm enjoying it. Alright, so we are warming up very nicely in here. Plenty of water. You know what? We are going to take one of these cans of soda. We need a little bit more water. We need a little bit more food. And that really covers us for both. Okay. Hydro Dam. I am kind of curious what's up here across all of this. And maybe we'll check it? It might be kind of a back way to get to the, well, it'll be the correct way to get to the train loading yard, but it might be a back way to get to the dam. All for the low, low cost of, well, probably a flare. Well, let's see. If we can keep an eye out and avoid any wolves in this rather large open area with plenty of trees to kind of move her around, then maybe we'll be okay. Although, I admit, the trees are freaking me out. Alright, so this is some sort of ice road that leads that way. I got it. I see a deer. So that's good news. That looks really steep, so that's why we're not trying to go up that. That kinda looks like a path up, so that's where we're going. Just letting the deer do its thing, because the presence of deer means that there's probably not any wolves around here. Probably. Alright, so there's definitely a reason to come up here. I see crows. They must have found something interesting. Also, a lot of birch. Should we need birch bark for anything? I wish we could make birch bark tea, but they seem to have decided against that. Alright. Wolves? What do we think? Human body? A deer? A human body and some sort of hatch. Interesting.
What have we here?
Antibiotics and antiseptic. hatch. Requires Hank's Prepper cache code. Alright, another thing that is almost certainly down here. No, where was it? Near the entrance to Forlorn Muskeg? Yeah, those are fine. Forest Talkers. Where is Hank's? That's the Aurora cache. Is it here? We found a note, and I think it's this one. We found a note for Hank's stuff. Okay, well, interesting. Mentally mark this, I guess. Actually, we have a journal. Hank's cache or hatch near logging camp. I guess I could just write it on a piece of paper, but now we both remember. You know, buddy, I'm disappointed that you don't have the code on you. But that's okay. We were eventually going to have to go down to Forlorn Muskeg. We've got to look for radio parts there on the radio towers, so not a problem. And I strongly suspect that when an aurora happens, the only way we'll get out of this area is to avail ourselves of that code and that locked door, or maybe the elevators. Excuse you, sir. Let's keep an eye out and see if they're running from wolves. Oh, deer prints. That's fine. Alright, we did leave some food and clothing and other things like that behind at one of the trailers outside of the dam. But we certainly don't need any of it right now, so we will be heading straight for the dam. There could be a wolf patrolling up here. There was the previous time. Where are you going? So I'm wondering what the omen of the crows could possibly be. I know that those are going around a corpse. Maybe it means the weather's going to change? I don't know. I think it's a deer corpse, right? We've been through this before. Not a deer corpse. Well, now we have to go down there. It's another prisoner. Ouch.
I could use this.
Matches, but nothing else. Well, that certainly wouldn't have kept him warm. That's interesting. I wonder what they're on after. Anyway, let's get to the dam, since we're basically here. And then we'll look at the rest of it later. That's very strange. Those ones up on the mountain. I thought they were going to be up like where we killed that wolf, but nope. Slightly different location. Okay, remember this place. It's all cut. There are no there's nowhere to cook except for... Nope, that's a stump. Yeah, that's right. There's nowhere to cook around here. I had a very Jurassic Park moment here, where the gate was open, and I thought, well, Now you've let the raptors in. That would be the twist that we didn't see coming. It's the river, still generating power. Okay, we left a fair bit of supplies around here as well. In that other room, I think. We'll check the briefcase, but I think it's just papers. Yeah, just papers. We left everything, I want to say, in like a plastic tub in here. Let's double check. I think it's this. Nope, it's empty. Huh. I know we left stuff behind. Workbench, alright. Anything that we need to make at the workbench that we can only make at the workbench. Doesn't look like it. That wolfskin coat. I am interested in trying to make that at some point. Very interested. Okay, so it said at the bottom of the staircase. There's only this staircase and the other one. So let's come down here and... Oh, well there. Loose tile. Forest Talker documents. We finally have the evidence that we've been looking for. All the photos of the logging that we shared on social media have been totally ignored, and I mean, who can blame them? Nobody believes what they see anymore. But we stole some documents from a logging camp that prove that Briar House is here illegally, like they don't actually have the correct permits or even permission to be here. And they are cutting down old growth trees out there. It's exactly the kind of ammunition that we need to take them down. Even with the lawyers and the corporate shills, if they try and bury this, and they will, we'll be able to use this to drive up our recruitment as well as our crowdfunding campaign. With this, we can finally take things to the next level. I wonder what next level means for them.
There you are.
However, since I don't think lawyers are a tremendously big deal at this point in time, I don't really care if they have this or not. It's fine. Does not bother me. Okay, so. Yeah. We have been up this way. We found Alan's cave and everything else. There were some crow noises, which makes me think there's something up here, but it didn't look to be over this far. It looked to be more like over here. So I think we should come out here and then kind of, I don't know, see what's over in this section. Maybe we can find a way into it. We haven't really checked anything in this area. So that's what we're going to do. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of supplies. Fortunately, this place lacks an oven. Just anywhere in here that I'm aware of. And I had thought that we had put all of our extra supplies that we had gathered right there in that plastic container. But we must have put them somewhere else. Pity I can't break those beams down. So we left a vest and a toque there. We may have taken them out of here, I guess, and put them in the trailer just to consolidate everything. Instead of staying in the dam, we decided it would be better to stay out there. Seems possible. Whichever way we've gotten whatever we need from here, let's have this orange soda. I want orange soda now. Okay. We are going to make our way back along the tracks, trying to get home, but we're going to take a little detour off to the side, see if we can figure out where those crows are going. I don't think we'll have any problems unless a blizzard comes on real bad. What button brings up the character status? It's negative 18 outside with a negative 2 wind chill. It feels like 2. So we are... This is cold. This is coming kind of close to as cold as we can really tolerate. At least without losing some heat. Let's look at our key bindings real quick. What is... Status is F. Okay. That's a good one to keep in mind. We are going to close this to keep the raptors out. So there's those for that body right there. Any sort of reishi mushrooms, but really that seems about it. Nothing else really going on down there. Do you think flares work on bears? Okay, well there's 2 deer down there. That's a good sign. There is the road to the logging camp. And then we have not been this way. And I think that's our crows. Maybe up on top of this little hill here. Wow, look at all the deer. Now, I hear wolves, but... I think we're okay. Ah, here we are. Oh. Frostbitten. Really bad.
Excellent.
Grape soda. Well, I like grape soda, but... That's rough, buddy. Alright, let's keep looking. See what we can find. I guess we could go up there a little bit. This is really steep, but let's try it. It's not so steep we can't climb up. It's just so steep that we might hurt ourselves. This is kind of cool. This is a little area off the beaten path. On top of the world, Ma. Nice. We are way up here. But I don't really see anything special going on here. I was hoping that we would find something up here that was interesting, since we kind of had to work our way around to even get up here. Careful, don't go flying off the side here, my man. Actually, with all this wind... Well, that's not bad. We're definitely wind blocked here. I was going to say, with all the wind, we were losing a little bit of our heat. But yeah, can't really go up that way anymore. Too steep. Too steep. Okay. Well, shit. I'm amazed we could keep going up there at all. Alright. Let's deal with our sprained wrist here real quick. Not so worried about the pain at the moment. We'll see if it just goes away on its own. Does it? 2 painkillers, or some tea, or in 4 hours it goes away. Blurred vision and discomfort. Well, I'm okay with a little blurred vision. That doesn't bother me so much, so we won't treat the pain for now. Okay, there's this guy. There was another path that kind of led up into these trees, if we kept going that way. It also sort of leads back to the road, so... Wolf. Maybe we'll stay high. For a second I got all excited and thought I'd found something up here, and it's just the observation tower there in the distance. It's noon. We're still fine. Plenty of time. Can I go through here? Yes. But really to no avail. Okay. Well, there is that. That's that train loading area. So, I don't think there's anything special up here. I think it's just a place to get up here and avoid other things. So. See if we can just keep going this way. I know there's a wolf down there, so speaking of avoiding... we might not be able to get back down that way. What can we see from up here? A wolf, which we really can't do anything about. We might be able to get up there. And then nothing up there that I can see. That's fine. We are just going to keep avoiding the wolf if we can do so. Lots of trees up on this hill. I think it's fine. The derailment is somewhere ahead. Is that a cave? That is not a cave. That's just a darker rock in front of some other rocks. Yep. Whole lot of nothing up here. And even more nothing up that way. We could take some time to get those cedar limbs, but we have enough wood where we're going. Okay, there's the derailment. Hearing wolves, but I think they're all behind us. Let's keep an eye out for more of those weird hatches that we... There's an Aurora hatch and then Hank's hatch. I mean, I guess let's keep an eye out for it. But we are just going to stay off the railroad tracks and see if this is a slower but safer route. I can see a situation where perhaps the wolves are only really interested in hanging out and going for the easy places. Alright, can we keep going up and over, or are we going to have to go down? We'll keep trying to stay up and over. Well, there's definitely no shelter up here. Big problem for that. Of course, we may do all this and then have a hell of a time getting down. Ah. That looks like a reasonable path down. And we're quite a ways south of the derailment now. We're actually getting close to home. So it does seem to be a safer path. But long. And cold. And treacherous. The terrain was considerably more steep than if we had just walked along. We may have traded a little of our health and a little of our time for, I guess, ammunition. Sprint into the wind here. We're home. Excellent. Let's check on things around here a little bit, have a bit of lunch, and then we will go talk to the Forest Talker.
It will lead you back to me.